Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu Coffee Break German.
Welcome back to the Coffee Break German Show. Ich bin Marc.
Und ich heiße Thomas.
Wie geht's dir, Thomas?
Ganz gut heute. Bisschen müde, aber okay. Wie geht's dir?
Ich auch.
Ach, du auch? Okay.
Ein bisschen müde, ja.
Vielleicht ist es das Wetter oder...
Ja, vielleicht.
Wir werden sehen.
This is another episode of our Coffee Break German Show, and this series is all about helping you move forward with your German one coffee break at a time.
If you are listening to us, please remember to subscribe to the podcast wherever you are getting it from. And if you're in fact watching us here, then please also subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Also, Thomas, was machen wir heute?
Wir reden über Compounds, über Compound Words, aber nicht über Nomen, so kein Tintenfisch, keine Glühbirne, none of that.
Okay, so we've talked about compound words before on the podcast, but this time we're looking at a different type of compound words.
Yes, an exciting type.
Los geht's. So tell us more about this exciting type of compound words.
So we talked, or I just mentioned compound nouns, and we've talked about in season 1, where we had a noun at the end and then various words in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
Today we're talking about compound adjectives.
Okay. Can you give us an example?
Yes, kerzengerade.
Kerzengerade. So gerade means straight.
Ja.
Okay. It can also mean straight in time in the sense of gerade jetzt.
Genau.
Okay.
Gerade jetzt reden wir über...
Right now. Yeah.
Genau.
Kerzen are candles.
Genau.
So is it like as straight as a candle?
Genau. And so in English, you have that concept as well. However, you make the comparisons and it's a longer structure because
Yeah.
it's as straight as a candle.
But in German, we can just say candle straight.
Exactly. And we just make it one word. So it's similar. Our last word will always be an adjective.
Uh-huh.
And then, for example, in this example, we used a noun, Kerzen, candles, and put it in front of it to emphasize that it's really, really straight.
Really straight. So kerzengerade.
Genau.
And being an adjective, does that follow all the same rules as other adjectives?
Genau, we still need to adjust the ending. So
Yeah.
ein kerzengerader Stab oder eine kerzengerade Lampe.
Okay, so where are we going next with this?
So I think it's a really cool topic because you can make up words basically. And I thought if I give you some nouns,
Yeah.
so similar to kerzengerade, you can think, what do you associate with this noun?
Okay.
And then what adjective would it go well together to emphasize the adjective? Okay?
Okay, los geht's. Ich bin bereit.
So unser erstes Nomen ist Staub. Staub.
So Staub is like dust, isn't it?
Sehr gut, ja. What do you associate with dust?
Dirtiness?
Yeah, definitely. Something else?
I guess dust is like dry.
Yeah, perfect. So
Okay.
do you know what the word for dry in German?
Trocken.
Yeah. So if you just put those two together,
Staubtrocken.
exactly. And you have a nice compound adjective saying something is very, very dry.
So it's very dry. I guess if we wanted to stick with the dust thing, we could say as dry as dust.
Exactly.
Okay. So we could say as dry as dust, or dust dry, if you like.
Yeah,
But Staubtrocken, nice, concise German word.
exactly. And it's also something that's actually used in the German language. So I don't know how often you make the comparison in English and say something, this is as dry as dust.
Yeah.
But in German, you would say like, oh, der Kuchen war staubtrocken or
Oh,
something. Or
really?
something. Even food is like, if it's really dry,
Okay.
you use that comparison, that compound adjective, staubtrocken.
So the next time I am having Kaffee und Kuchen and my cake is a little bit too dry, but I can say, das war
Staubtrocken.
Staubtrocken.
Don't say it too loudly.
No. Okay.
Another one, butter. What do you associate with butter?
Butter. Well, butter is, I suppose it's not the best thing for you. You're probably not the healthiest option.
Yes,
There
definitely.
are other healthy options.
One thing.
I guess it's soft.
Yes, very good.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah,
Okay.
like you're totally tuned in into the German logic here.
Okay. So how would we say, what's the word for soft again?
Something is so weich.
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 Weich. So butterweich?
Butterweich, yeah.
So as soft as butter.
Exactly.
Buttery soft.
And you would, for example, even like when a plane lands and it's a very, very smooth landing, you would say,
Yeah.
oh, das war butterweich.
Das war
Or
butterweich.
you could use it for clothes or like for
Yeah.
materials if they're really soft.
As,
Butterweich.
I think I'm just thinking about an example in English. We could say something is silky smooth.
Yes.
So,
yeah, so
as
that-
smooth as silk, literally, but silky smooth, I think, is more natural in English rather than
Than the
silky
butter.
smooth, yeah,
Mhm.
than the smooth as silk, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I have two more that I just wanted to mention. One,
Okay.
because like the meaning changes a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's aalglatt. So, do you know the two words aalglatt?
Al is, I think, is an eel.
Yeah, sehr gut.
I have a thing about eels. I don't like eels. Okay, so let's move
Sorry.
on quickly. But what's the second part?
Smooth.
Smooth,
Glatt.
glatt, of course,
Genau.
because ice is smooth as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
genau.
Glatt, allglatt.
Here it's not really used to say something is very, very smooth.
Mhm.
It's more if you're a characteristic of a person. So if somebody's like really smooth and gets away with anything, or like he can't really be like pinned down, he's like aalglatt. He just like
Aalglatt.
slips away.
So literally, as smooth as an eel.
Genau.
Right. Okay. Nice.
And then maybe one last one, just because it's used for quite a lot of adjectives actually, is the word blitz.
Is that lightning?
Ja, sehr gut, genau.
Donner und Blitzen.
Genau, Donner und Blitzen.
Thunder and lightning. Okay.
And as I said, you can use it with multiple things. So you can say blitzschnell, which is like lightning fast,
yeah.
but also, for example, blitzsauber. So if somebody tidies up and it's really spotless clean, it's like, wow, das ist blitzsauber.
Blitz sauber. So sauber means clean.
Genau, yeah.
So it's lightning clean.
Yeah, and I do like it doesn't really make any sense, like not like the butter one or like the dust one, but I think blitz is here just to emphasize something is very
clean. I mean, I suppose I'm thinking there was an advert on TV for some kind of kitchen cleaning agent, and always had lightning strikes. So maybe it's something to do with that. I don't know.
People maybe just associate lightning with like powerful.
Suddenly shiny and clean. Okay, so far we've been looking at the combination of a noun plus an adjective.
Yes, exactly. Before we move on to a different category, there's one more I wanted to mention because it's used a lot and I'm sure you've heard it before. And that's if you combine Sau with something.
Right, so Sau means pig.
Genau.
I've heard saukalt.
Sehr gut. Yeah, if it's really cold, you say, es ist saukalt.
Yeah.
It can also be used in a very positive context if you say something is saugut.
Saugut.
Yeah, so pig good.
Pig good. Okay, right. Pig good. Das ist saugut.
Genau. And I just wanted to mention it because I think it's funny that it can be used to emphasize something is very positive, but also if it's like very negative, like cold.
Yeah.
You can just put Sau in front of most things.
Nice. So you said that we're now going to move on to adjective plus adjective to make one adjective.
Exactly. So again, there's one that's used with lots of different adjectives, and that is hoch.
Hoch.
High.
Yeah.
Genau. So you can say, ich bin hochzufrieden, for example.
Zufrieden is when you're content.
Genau.
So you're hochzufrieden, you're highly content.
Genau. Or another example is hochverdient.
So hochverdient, verdienen means to earn.
Genau. So we're actually using the past participle here as our adjective. And saying hochverdient means well-deserved, highly earned.
Okay,
so
good.
in an example, we could say, die Auszeichnung war hochverdient.
Die Auszeichnung is like an award, a prize.
Genau, perfect. So the award was well deserved.
It was well deserved. Good. Okay.
There's two more just for examples. For example, hellwach.
Hell means what again?
Bright.
Bright.
Something is really hell.
So if you're wach, you're awake.
Yep.
So hellwach, bright awake, or wide awake in English. Yeah.
Yeah. And the other one would be schwerreich.
So schwer is difficult, or actually also means heavy.
Yeah, has two meanings. Yeah, sehr gut.
So schwer, reich, rich.
Genau.
So someone's heavy rich.
Yeah, he's really, really rich. Maybe it
loaded.
comes from, holding a lot of gold bars or something.
I like that one. Okay.
So that was our adjective plus adjective combination. And then we also have a verb plus adjective combination.
Right.
So if you use a verb and then have the adjective at the end.
Okay.
So for example, tropfnass.
So nass is wet. What's tropf?
And tropf comes from tropfen, to drip.
Drip.
So
dripping wet.
Same as in English.
Right, okay. But you use, what kind of part of the verb are you using here? Is it always the same or does it change?
So it depends, but mostly you use the core.
Core,
you drop the en and then just combine it straight with the adjective. Yeah. And as you said, you have the same expression in English. The difference is in English, it's two words.
Yeah.
In German, it's just one word.
Right. And again, because it's an adjective, it will follow all the usual adjectival rules.
Exactly.
Lovely as they are.
Yes, they are. Oh, there's another one that I really like. It might be a little bit hard to pronounce. It's quietschvergnügt.
Oh, dear
Quietschvergnügt.
quietschvergnügt.
Yeah. Have you
Wow.
come across the word quietschen before?
Is it what a mouse does?
Yeah.
Like squeak.
Squeaking, yeah.
of
And
thing.
also sometimes if you have a door,
door, yeah,
and it's squeaking, that's also quietschen. So
Quietschen.
it's like squeakingly happy, squeak happy.
Nice. Vergnügt, happy. So quietschvergnügt.
Quietschvergnügt.
Like it. Yeah, that's cute. I like that one.
And then I have two more, again, just to like provide a variety of examples.
Uh-huh.
One is jammerschade, that's also used a lot in German. And again, two words that you don't come across so often. Jammern means to moan.
All right.
So if jemand jammert, then he's complaining a lot.
Yeah.
And you might have heard schade before.
Schade, as in it's a shame.
Genau, like, oh, das ist schade.
Yeah,
that's a shame.
schade. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so jammerschade is just if something is a real shame. It's like, oh, das ist jammerschade.
Oh, okay. So literally moan shame.
Or moan shame, yeah.
Moan shame. Sounds odd.
And the last one I have here, which I really like, is waschecht.
Wasch echt. So echt is true.
Yeah.
And wasch means to wash.
Yeah.
So if something is washingly true,
Washingly true. So probably even if you wash it, it's still the
it's
same.
still true. So it's
And so-
really true.
Yeah, and it's often used in the context of somebody say like, das ist ein waschechter Bayer. Like he's a real Bavarian. He's like from the books.
100% Bavarian
Exactly.
kind of thing. Right. Nice.
So waschecht.
Wow. Okay. So in this episode, we have covered compound adjectives.
Mhm.
The idea being that the end element in all of these words is always an adjective.
Exactly. And as you said, they always follow the rules of
Yep.
adjectives needing to be adjusted and so on.
But we've combined different things to make those adjectives. First of all, we combined nouns plus adjectives
Mhm.
to make another adjective.
Exactly. It was the idea of a comparison. So like as soft as butter, butterweich, for
Butterweich.
example.
Okay. Then we looked at adjective plus adjective.
So we had hochzufrieden or schwerreich, like
Yeah.
heavy rich.
Heavy rich. Okay. And then we had the ones that were verb plus adjective.
Genau, tropfnass oder jammerschade.
Ja, gut. Also, ich bin hochzufrieden.
Das freut mich.
Ich bin quietschvergnügt,
Sehr gut, ja.
weil diese Episode saugut war.
Oh, perfect. You've definitely mastered this concept.
We hope you too have mastered this concept. And of course, if you'd like to see all of these examples, some of them were pretty difficult to spell, so seeing the written version will help. We have put together a blog article, and the link to that is in the description of this podcast.
And if you would like more help with your German or other insights into this fantastic language, please subscribe to our regular free email lessons at coffeebreaklanguages.com/German.
Ausgezeichnet. You can look out for that next email coming very soon. And in the meantime, while you're waiting, if you would like to give us a review wherever you get your podcast, that would be fantastic. It always helps to share the German language with more people. Also das reicht für heute.
Glaube ich auch.
Also vielen Dank und bis zum nächsten Mal.
Bis dann. Happy coffee breaking.
You have been listening to a Coffee Break Languages production for the Radiolingua Network. Copyright 2024 Radiolingua Limited. Recording copyright 2024 Radiolingua Limited. All rights reserved.